Shut up, Dean! I need to do the intro!
God!
Hey everybody, it's Sprinkles.
And I'm Manic.
Welcome back to Sprinkles and Manic!
Yay!
Featuring Demiganz, who was very rude and interrupted our introduction before he was announced as a special guest.
Well,
he is very rude. He's a rude boy.
True.
That's why Manic is into him.
True.
Yeah, it's part of his brand and his appeal. Okay.
And today,
Being
we're playing
objectified.
some more Ace Attorney.
We sure are. And we just managed to get Miss OLDBAG, the security lady, to leave her post. And we're about to take advantage of that situation, so let's do it. Before she comes back.
All right, let's head into the computer room time.
Oh,
Can
yes.
we do we have to? Oh, there
here
we
we
go.
go. The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer.
Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer?
Try it.
Obviously. Okay, let's give it a try.
You know how to work these things, Nick?
Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera.
Oh shoot! I already forgot what it was.
You can just try one.
Ew.
There! Entered!
Nothing happened.
Huh? Maybe I got the number wrong?
Maybe we should go look at that camera again.
Rip.
No, I'm just gonna
Just
try it
keep
again.
guessing.
We're not gonna.
Yes, we'll try it. Okay?
I was gonna say we're not gonna talk again.
Yeah, that's
and-
fine. And this time we're trying 307. There, entered.
Hey, it printed out the data for that day.
Let's see what we got. Huh. Huh? How is this? Oh, sorry.
How is this a picture of Will Powers?
Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back.
Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's more photo data from that day?
Nope, that's the only one in the computer.
Powers photo added to the court record. Well, Powers, question mark.
Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this.
Right. We'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate.
Hey! Why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for the day?
I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. To be continued.
Oh.
Dang it, if I didn't have to pee on the last episode, it probably would have been better to save here.
That is okay. We will just, push on forward.
Woo.
Close enough, right?
Wait.
Double save.
Oops.
We love
double
the double
save.
Always double
Okay,
save.
we're going back.
All right, October 18th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
The prosecution will show the court that 2:30 p.m. on October 15, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in the Studio One of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well.
His
I call a
voice
most
is
familiar face.
What?
What?
I was gonna say, the judge, is never gonna have a consistent voice. I'm sorry.
I think it kind of matches one that you've at least done sometimes. I'm rolling with it.
He's a special judge. He changes voices a lot. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer. The defendant, Will Powers.
Is his name a pun at all?
Who?
Willpower?
Oh!
Willpower, yeah.
I'm so dumb.
I know that S through it all.
I'm so dumb.
It's okay, Kelsey.
I'm so dumb.
No, your thoughts are just in other places.
You're focusing on the crime at hand.
Yes, that's all. Hey, at least you got Jack Hammer.
You know what? Yeah, I guess.
Small victories.
Uh,
And a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. Production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again?
Should I listen to that whole thing again? I think I can probably remember that.
probably not. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval.
Alright, spear added to the court record.
Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Understood?
Let's call the security officer to the stand.
Alright.
Uh-oh. Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Oh! Your name, please!
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please!
Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
Wendy OLDBAG, dearie. Just call me Grandma. And she's...
Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness.
Objection sustained. Sustained? Sustained.
Sustained.
I can't use words! Ah!
Reading is hard.
The witness will refrain from the rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony.
Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yesy, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. Oh, you know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony.
She sure is one hell of an old bag.
Bum bum.
Here we go. Witness's account.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through since the morning. That was worded a little bit funny, but forgive me, I am an old bag and I can't use words properly.
No rambling.
I, had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate until 5. And now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was headed toward the studio. You saw the defendant, then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. Witness's account.
We're gonna press them on everything.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Cue time.
Hold it! So up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into the studio.
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You'd need an employee card key to get in.
Right. The card key that I have. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in.
Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station?
Okay.
Cue.
Hold it! A run-through?
They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrates. They got the basics figured out by noon, and were to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero.
There's a run-through in the morning. Why did you only get there afternoon?
I had some errands to run in the morning, huh?
Hold it! What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammers and Powers, observing, you know.
Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper! I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job!
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always watch Hammers run-throughs all the ways. Never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too.
You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea. Anyway, it's time to press on.
Did you see the victim then?
Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next.
Boop.
Hold it! So you were watching there the whole time. No breaks, not even a second.
Of course, I am a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper?
No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the gate and eat donuts donuts at the same time. Snipper-wapper! Snipper-wapper? Old Windbag is losing it, Nick.
Why don't you raise an objection?
So the witness was on duty through the afternoon, the whole time. Very well. What did you see?
Hold it! How did you know that?
Oh, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts, and he talked and talked. If you ask me, the detective isn't cut out for his job.
Jeez! Poor Detective Gumshoe getting ratted out by a security guard.
Boo.
2. You're sure?
Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something.
Oh.
No, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, that man right there! Oh, Nick, doesn't she seem like she's enjoying this a little too much?
Windbags love gossiping about other people's misfortunes.
Aw. Can't she get her kicks somewhere else? Can I go back to the other one?
Yeah, you can just click all the way to it.
Oh, okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Yeah. Hold it!
Thank you.
So you saw Mr. Powers.
That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny. Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him.
Alright.
It was Powers. And we are presenting some evidence.
We sure are.
We're pressing the tab button.
To view the court record. Here it is. Oh.
This one, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so.
Hopefully.
Objection!
The music stopped.
Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag! Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder.
True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. Oh.
I know that! I wasn't born yesterday! No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss, Witness.
He's having trouble calling her Old Bag, apparently.
However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What?
Huh?
Even Edgeworth is surprised.
The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I supposed to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good.
Let's hear about your proof, then. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see here he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? No. So he had sprained his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine a witness.
She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Oh my. Hold it!
Whippersnapper!
Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up. You today always whining about each other and blah 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 blah. I am old.
Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness.
I think Edgeworth has met his match. Alright. Hold it! Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai. Then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me. And what exactly were you doing? Observing, just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
So she didn't see the run-through then.
I really hate this pose of hers.
Trip and fall.
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
Hold it! He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
His samurai spear? The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Alright. Mended with duct tape. There we go. Hold it! Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot, okay.
I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where is the Steel Samurai costume now?
Actually, well, couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there! We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can you see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider the possibility also.
Ho ho ho. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
And no need to ask twice.
Alright, more testimony.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? And the only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. Nobody else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So, if no one else went to the studio, it would have to be this steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Alright.
And we want to present with photo number 2
Oh.
at some point.
Number 2.
But after we press.
Hold it! How do you know that?
Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective, and then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything.
I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts.
Boop.
Okay.
The only person she
Hold
saw.
Are you absolutely sure?
Quite sunny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody's suspicious looking. Right. Hold it! What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before 1? Why, everybody was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
Hold it! Are you sure?
The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Edgy boy?
Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean.
Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details, after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps?
Wow!
Alright, so we pressed everything.
Oh,
Okay.
we did. Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
Oh, you're good.
Time to present something.
Yeah, something somewhere.
Okay. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. I think this is where I want to do it.
If they had, I would have seen them. Yeah. Alright,
Go
give it
for
a try. Dun, 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 dun. Objection! Hold on.
The music stopped.
That's good.
Because the one before it and after it could have been an option too, so.
I hear you.
True,
Look
true.
at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
You know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny.
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2.
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it was really the only photo?
Oh.
Order, order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that no one, not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself.
Ah! You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. I don't know what I said before that. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Excuse me. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help.
Huh? But believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss OLDBAG? Ah! That's right! I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
Oh.
I see. Your testimony, please. Again. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I do remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss OLDBAG, this is the first I heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but, kind of expected this. Time to press.
Hold it! Another job?
That's right. I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes.
Do you back up all of the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But, those computers are just so frustrating.
Hold it! How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss OLDBAG.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point.
Oh.
Hold it! Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Objection! Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. Leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So, on the photo that you erased...
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What?!
Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh, yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
impossible. I think it's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick? What's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him.
The court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider the new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
Yes, Your Honor. Alright, well that's probably a good place to stop this one. We'll just have to continue with the court case the next time. Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
And we will find out even more, and we'll see what happened with this boy who could be a suspect.
Oh my.
Find out on the next episode.
We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.